Very good evening, friends. In this video we are discussing about the new type of the class, where the class is capable enough to return the object of its own type. It's like when you create, now you might have understood that the idea of the class is just making a blueprint where it has variables and some member functions along with the constructor, some mechanism to initialize those variables, and then the functions which perform certain operations on those variables and get the desired result, and that result can be formulated with the help of mathematical equations. Now the question is that, can object return? What does object like if I want to make many objects or some objects and make them carry from one functions to another functions, make them move from one functions another functions, so that the data and the methods can be transferred. For example, suppose if I have a class called GPS. So GPS means it's just all about global positioning system, and you know that on the earth the grids have been drawn which say that the longitude and the latitude which are represented as the destination. And then we'll just try to add some GPS, and I'll just try to make this class have a function so that it can return one object. So this is the constructor GPS which says longitude value to 0 and latitude also to 0. Then I'll make this class will just receive two values double type from the user and assign them to the longi and latitude, which are the private members of this class. So here that is done. Okay, so LG will be assigned into longitude, and longi equals LG semicolon, and then lati equal LT. Now I create one class which will show the function of the value of the latitude and longitude. So still I'm inside the body of the class. So let me declare more functions. So here I create a function which returns the object of its own type. So I just name it GPS. So this is the return type of the function. Name is add. So this will take the two objects of the GPS type, and then it will add the latitude and longitude of that place together, and it will return you the object which has those added values. Then to show also we need a function, so that is void show. Yes, so I think for this moment it's enough. Now I close the body of the class and then I define them. So the void GPS scope resolution operator show, and here it will display the longitude and the latitude one by one. Yes, one more line, and then it will display the latitude equals lati. Now I'll define my GPS functions, which is the main theme of this video tutorial, and that is how to define that. So GPS is a return type. GPS, the name of the class, will become GPS scope resolution operator, and then add, and I'll pass two objects of the GPS type. So just what I have declared there, GPS G1 and GPS G2. Now I create one temporary object here, and that is GPS GG. Then I'll write GG dot longi equals G1 dot longi plus g2 dot longy. Then gg dot lati equals g1 dot lati plus g2 dot lati. This is it. So the main theme is just I am just trying to explain you that why and how this function add just takes two objects of the same GPS type from inside the own GPS class, adds them the corresponding values, and then returns you the object of its own kind. So now here it goes, and then I'll simply call them. So just I have to make objects, at least two objects are needed. Two 154. I'm just taking any two random decimal values. I do not know whether they are latitude and longitude of a place or not. So now G2 and there is one G3 which will receive the value. So I'll write G3 equals G3 dot add. No, this way this is in the next video you will learn about that. This just I'm just putting a preface for the next video. So if you want this to happen that way, then you have to use the method called operator overloading, and the plus will be redefined so that it can add. This is not operator overloading. I'm just trying to say that this way it can be achieved, but not here in that next video. In this video you have to call the function add function with the help of any object of its own type. So error will be there. So okay, so g1 dot add, and then I write g1 comma g2. So g1 g2 pass, they are also called with the help of g1, and this we'll discuss in the next video how the data is transported with the object. So now two warnings are there only. Oh, I need to put some return value and get ch. So return 0. Now there should not be any error. Now one warning is there, that is the LT has never been used. Now where is LT? Oh, here. So in the assignments I have assigned both LG. So next one should be LT. So LT lati equal to LT. Okay. So yes, LT. Now there should not be any warning also. Program is almost complete. Let's run, and then you'll understand the power of function